And a good evening and welcome to the Dakota State University Fieldhouse. It's the second game of our men's and women's basketball doubleheader after the DSU women had a resounding victory over the North Central Rams. And now we're ready for the men's game. It's the Dakota State Trojans taking on the Polars of Crown. Dakota State Trojan men's basketball, 7-4 record overall this season. They're in the midst of a 6-game season-high homestand. And DSU trying to continue an undefeated home record. They're 6-0 at home this season, including victories over Trinity Bible College and Midland University back in November 26th and December the 2nd. Trojans, prior to those two victories, had lost in Bellevue. They went 1-1 in that Fairfield Inn by Marriott Bruin Classic, picking up a win over Nobel of California and losing to the Ozark Christian University out of Missouri. And now trying to carry some momentum here going into the conference schedule. North Star Athletic Association conference season will kick off on Saturday. DSU men and women will host Saturday and Sunday doubleheaders. Women's game starts at 4 Saturday against Mayville State, and the men's game at 5. A women's game at 3 then on Sunday. So 4 o'clock start, 3 o'clock start for the doubleheaders Saturday and Sunday. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. We'll start first with the Crown College men's basketball squad. The Polars are 5-2. They'll start at a guard, Michael Ladd. He's a 5'10 grad student from Harris, Minnesota. Also at a guard is Carter Benny, a 6-foot grad student from Elk River, Minnesota. The third guard is Raekwon Moore. He's a 6'1 senior, De La Salle High School in Minneapolis. The forwards are Tyus Bunker, 6'7 senior from Richton Park, Illinois, and John Grigsby, a 6-foot senior from Superior, Colorado. Last played at Concordia of St. Paul. Luke Herbert in his 15th season here at head coach of Crown College. For Dakota State University, starting at the guards, Lane Tietz, he's a 5'11 freshman out of Groton. Also at a guard is Braden Panconen, a 5'9 sophomore from Del Rapids. And Tyler Bexwith, he's a 6'5 freshman from Lakeville, Minnesota and Farmington High School. The formers for Dakota State, Tane Mitchell, the redshirt senior, 6'5", and Colby Dillenbeck, the 6'6 senior from Dallas, Texas. The two seniors that came over from Mayville State, along with Darren Ty. Darren Ty in his second season as the head coach here of the Dakota State University Trojans. Again, he's got DSU 7-4 overall. The Polars are 5-2. Polars in their purple uniforms, DSU in those home whites. Jumping it up, it's the 6'9 Grigsby, along with Dillenbeck and Grigsby, and the Polars control the opening tip. They have the basketball. We are underway here in the men's game of this Trojan doubleheader. Grigsby goes down inside for the Polars. They recoup around the arc. Drive inside on a floater up off the right hand. Runner no good by Benny, and the rebound pulled in by Dakota State. Here comes Panconen with it. Away right side for Mitchell. Mitchell gets into the paint. Spins right hand off the window. Too strong. He misses it off the back end, and the rebound picked up by Raekwon Moore, who pushes tempo into the front court now. Gave it up, got it back. Now to the free throw line. One-footed jump shot is up and no good by Grigsby. And the rebound hauled in by the Trojan men. Ball goes into the post now. Dakota State. Dillenbeck trying to back his way in, and he'll get called for the travel. Grigsby pulled the chair out from underneath him there as Dillenbeck was trying to battle his way in the paint. No score, 1 minute gone by here in the opening half. Ball goes down to the post now for Bunker. Here for the Polars. Bunker turnaround shot with the left hand, no good. Dillenbeck rams another defensive rebound. Outlets ahead to Lane Tietz, the freshman. Left side for Mitchell. Mitchell, nice quick pass down low to Dillenbeck. Caught him as he was sliding towards that left block. He made the catch, goes off window with a left hand, and the Trojans have the early 2-0 lead. Ladd Goes inside with it. Grigsby set up in the corner. He gets the basketball, drives baseline, bounce pass back over to Bunker. Bunker now tries to battle his way in. Outside for a Grigsby three, and it's good. And John Grigsby with the triple. And 3-2 is the early advantage here now for the Polars. Dylan Beck holds at top of the key. Pass away to Beckswith now. Beckswith back over to Teets. Ooh, dangerous pass inside. Dylan Beck with a seal on Grigsby. He made the catch and the quick put up for the deuce. He's got all four for the Trojans here as Ladd brings it up into the front court for the Polars. Goes to Bunker. Bunker turns it around from 15 and connects. Using his size, 6'7", over the top of Dylan Beck there. Back up to a 1-point Polar lead. Here's Dylan Beck at the top of the key. Left side for Mitchell. Hesitates and now attacks through the paint. Leaves it off to Panconen. Panconen, or rather that was Beckworth, kicks it out to Panconen. 3-point shot, no good. And rebounded by Moore. Ahead for Ladd. Ladd, right side, Grigsby. Another three, and he got it again. 3 more for John Grigsby. And they have a 4-point lead here at 8-4. Dylan Beck at the top of the key. Outside, now into the corner. Here's a 3-point shot up and good for Tyler Beckwith. Beckwith with the triple. DSU comes back with the answer. Back down one. Entry pass poked away by Dylan Beck, but now free down low is Bunker, and Bunker gets called for, no, it's going to be a blocking foul. Mitchell, or Beckworth, I should say, set up underneath, trying to draw a charge, but a blocking foul is called instead. And Tyrus Bunker will step to the line and shoot a pair. DSU will sub both Mitchell and Dylan Beck out. And coming in is Lucas Morgan, the 6'7" freshman from Brandon Valley High School, along with Aiden Jensen, 6'9" sophomore from Madison. Free throw by Bunker, takes his time, fires it up, and connects. Bunker knocks them both down, and the lead is 4 again for the Polars. Ball in the hands of Jensen, top of the key. Jensen passes left side for Morgan. Back over to Teets now, waits for a double team to come. Finds Jensen in the corner. Aiden hands off now with 9 seconds to shoot. Corner left side, here's Morgan with, and we're going to get a step out of bounds, I believe, by Morgan. Turnover by the Trojans. And the Polars will make a substitution as Parker Benny, 5'10" junior, into the ball game here. They've got the basketball. Ladd over to Grigsby, into the corner, wide open three is no good. And rebounded by Beckworth for the Trojans. Gets it ahead to Teets. Now back to the right side. Pump fake by Beckworth and a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to go on Grigsby. That's his first. First on the Polars as well. Grigsby will check out here. It's Youngblood, Tristan Youngblood, into the game to replace him. Here's Aiden Jensen now on the handoff to Teets. Right side, Panconen. Thought about the three. Now drives his way into the paint. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Bunker. Battling out of the hands of Aiden Jensen, who was crashing the boards that time. Stays with the Trojans here. They'll inbound on the baseline. It looks like Colby Dillenbeck on the bench is dealing with a bloody nose. Pass off the inbounds comes right into the hands of Morgan, but he can't hit from close range. Rebounded by the Polars as Ladd brings it the other way. Calls for a screen. Goes around at left side. Stops at the elbow. Kicks back behind him to Bunker. Bunker on the attack. Back over to Ladd now. Steps to the free throw line. Kicks it out for a Youngblood three. That one's no good. Rebound battled for by Bunker. He bats it off the glass, controls it, and then puts it in for two. And the lead is up to 6 now for the Polars. Jensen gives it up, sets a screen. Teets on the attack, went through a double team and got fouled. DSU brings 3 fresh ones back in, including Mitchell back into the ball game. Calvin Payne checking in for Dakota State along with Isaac Sumption as well. DSU with the basketball following the foul on Ladd. Ball goes inside. Jensen battling his way from the right block. Too strong off the window. The shot's no good. And rebounded by Bunker for the Polars. Crown trying to battle their way inside. Now a floater up off the glass, no good. Rebound batted out of bounds. Last touch by Bunker. And it will be Dakota State basketball. Another sub for DSU is Borman checking in, the freshman from Pipestone, Riseland Borman, into the ball game. So Coach Ty going to the bench early here, getting everybody involved. Around a screen, back off on a handoff to Jensen, fires away to 3, too strong, and then we're going to get a foul inside as Tane Mitchell was battling with 2 purple jerseys, and one of them gets called for the foul. That's going to be the 3rd foul here on the Polars fairly early, a little less than, or a little more than 5 minutes rather, gone by in this first half. That one's going to go on Youngblood. Ball worked around the arc. Jensen sets a screen now for Sumption. Sumption reverses back to the left side. Now free throw line. Mitchell gets it in for Jensen, poked away from behind, but comes back out top into the hands of Borman. Now with 4 to shoot. Sumption rises, fires from 17 feet, shot no good, and the rebound is picked up by the Polars. 13 to 7 now. Crown with the lead. Bounce pass free throw line. Jensen just stays away, so taking the jumper is Taylor Smith. Shot no good. Trojans run the other way. Pass left side. Sumption with it in the corner now. Driving, contact, window, converts. Isaac Sumption with 2. That stops the run by Crown College. To the free throw line, pass in the hands of Smith. Now left off for Benny. Bounce pass back to Tyler Smith. Smith leaves it off right side. 3-pointer up off the mark, no good by Knight. Rebounded by the Trojans. Coming the other way is Mitchell. Pass inside. Stopping is Payne. Payne leaves it off for Jensen. Jensen up off the window. And the 6'9 sophomore has his first 2. DSU with a 4-0 run to bring it back to within 2 now, 13-11, with 13-11 to go. Kick outside for Youngblood. Bounce pass now down to the left block. Here's Smith trying to battle his way on Mitchell. Doesn't like it. Kicks it out for a 3-ball instead. That one's no good. Nice seal out by Calvin Payne to pick up the defensive rebound. Mitchell pushes tempo into the front court. Sumption tried to go back to Mitchell. Ball got kicked. And it'll stay here with the Trojans. Dylan Beck coming back in. He's got that nose taken care of. Braden Panconen back into the ball game as well here for Dakota State. And one more Trojan, Lane Teets returning. So that trio on the floor with Calvin Payne and Mitchell who stayed in. And bounce pass comes to Teets. Round a screen. Leaves it off Panconen now. He gets around a Mitchell screen. Picks up his dribble. Lane top of the key. Fires on a 3. And connects. Lane Teets with the 3. His first bucket of the game. The Trojans are back out in front now. It's 14-13 on a 7-0 DSU run over the last 2 minutes. Driving to about 14 feet. It is a jumper by Knight. No good. Another rebound by Dakota State. Ahead to Teets. Teets bounce pass inside, finds Dylan Beck. Dylan Beck up off the glass. A lot of contact, no whistle. And then he may be pushed off on Grigsby in frustration. No call on that. They come back the other way now for the Polars. Hand off to Grigsby. Grigsby goes inside to Bunker. Bunker had it swatted away. They're still trying to bat that ball away. And finally, Panconen does grab it. Saves it from going out of bounds. Then gets it back. Transition 3 for the lefty. No good. And it did hit one of the wires up over the top of the backboard, and that'll get a stop and play. Beckwith coming back in here for Dakota State on this whistle. He will come in, and Calvin Payne checks out. So starting 5 back on the floor for Dakota State now. With just under 12 to go in the first half. DSU up by a point, 14-13. Ladd running the point now for the Polars over to Grigsby. Grigsby then goes to the high post, trying to run a little high-low action with him and Bunker. They go to Grigsby, now bound to Bunker. Great closeout late by Beckworth to knock it out of bounds. Stays with the Polars now, 12 on the shot clock. They inbound from the baseline. Mitchell trying to take away that middle. They go outside for Bunker beyond the arc here. Now he looks to drive, gets to 15 feet, pops the jumper and connects. 2 more for Bunker. He's got 7 of the 15. And, Trojans nearly turn it over. Teets gets it back. Little hesitation. Now he drives and scores. Lane now with 5 in the ball game. As we trade the lead back and forth here, midway point of this first half. Inside Bunker. Bunker, quick turnaround shot is good. Another 2 for Bunker, now with 11 here in the ball game. Teets around a screen. On the handoff to Beckwith, and we've got a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. Going to be on Michael Ladd. That'll be the 4th on the Crown Polars. Mitchell out, Lucas Morgan in here for Dakota State. It's Crown by 1, 17-16 with 10:51 to go in our first half. Ball comes to the post for Dillenbeck, turns it around with a right-handed hook shot from about 10 feet, no good, and the rebound picked up by the Polars. Ladd brings it up the other way. TSU in the 2-3 zone, outside Grigsby, deep 3 off the front of the iron, no good, and rebounded by Dakota State. Quick outlet to Panconen, but it's 1-on-5, so he'll slow it up. Now looks for some help. Dillenbeck inside, has position. Dillenbeck spins off glass. The ball spins out, but he got the whistle. And Colby Dillenbeck will head to the free throw line and shoot 2. Dillenbeck getting where he wanted to be a few plays ago, and that's to the line. He's scored through some contact, but the officials letting him battle it here out in this first half. As the first free throw drops for Colby Dillenbeck. DSU in the midst of a 6-game homestand and also a 6-game winning streak here at home. Dillenbeck knocks both free throws down, and it's a 1-point lead now for the Trojans at 18-17. Ladd brings it up into the front court, picked up by Panconen. Bunker top of the key. Grigsby goes down low, and great anticipation by the Trojans to take away. They want that high-low pass again. Trojans deny him for the second time in a row. Teets on the drive, kicks it outside. Aiden Jensen for 3. He got it! Aiden Jensen with the triple, and the lead is 4 now for the Trojans. Under 10 to go here in the first half. Jensen trying to deny Bunker inside. They'll go to Grigsby. Grigsby from the elbow. Ball poked away from behind. Late whistle, foul on DSU. Foul on DSU and a timeout on the floor. 9:42 to go here in the first half. It's a 21-17 lead for Dakota State on top of the Polars of Crown. .942 remaining in this first half, 21-17. It's Dakota State with the lead on top of the Crown Polars. Dakota State with 6 points from Colby Dillenbeck, Lane Teets, and Aiden Jensen, each with 5. Trojans 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. Crown is 2 of 7. Both teams have turned it over twice thus far. as we come back following that timeout. Crown basketball, it'll be Ladd inbounding it from the baseline here, 20 on the shot clock. Looking to go inside, Trojans deny. Now they do find a shot inside, rejected out of bounds by Lucas Morgan. And we'll do it again here for the Polars. Bunker looking for the ball in the middle. They inbound it, get it outside. Bunker trying to post again. They go for Ladd down to the block. He dribbles it back out beyond the arc as they reset. Bunker posting up on Jensen. Bunker battles, spins on Aiden, puts it up off the glass, no good. Ooh, and the whistle comes down. And again, Jensen thought he was safe on that one. That ball was off the rim and coming back down before the whistle came. And you could see Aiden kind of like, oh, I thought I had that one. Instead, 2 free throws for Tyrus Bunker. He's got a game-high 11 points. First free throw is up and good. Bunker 11 points on 5 of 6 shooting, 3 rebounds. So far in this first half, 12 of the 18 points for Crown. As the second free throw is missed and rebounded by Lucas Morgan for Dakota State. He outlets to Teets now, and he brings the ball into the front court for the Trojans. Rounded Aiden Jensen screen, stops at the elbow, tries a turnaround fadeaway, tough shot. Raekwon Moore got a piece of it. Ball coming the other way, Ladd. Guarded by Panconen. On the handoff to Moore. Moore goes to the free throw line, trying to drive inside is Grigsby. Grigsby fades it away from 10 feet and hits. He had Calvin Payne at 6'4" on him. He's got a big height advantage in that matchup, and he uses it for the easy 2. Here's Jensen. Hand off to Teets. Aiden gets it back. Aiden up off the window, misses inside. Aiden's missed a couple of bunnies close, but the rebound tapped out, and Jensen controls. Around a screen. And then down into the corner in the hands of Morgan. Morgan trying to battle his way into the paint. Morgan with the left hand, too strong, it rolls off the rim. Trojans missed 2 inside on that possession, come away empty. Their lead is 1 with 8:25 to go in the first half. Here's Bunker pulling up free throw line jumper, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Calvin Payne. Trojans have numbers for a moment. Here's Panconen. Jensen posting up deep. Oh, DSU is letting one man guard 2. Here's a drive, kick outside. Jensen has 1-3. Can't find the range on the next one. It goes off the heel of the iron, no good, and it's rebounded by Micah Ladd, who stops at the top of the key. Hands off for a deep straightaway 3 from the trailing John Grigsby, no good. Offensive rebound for the Polars. Ball tapped out. Grigsby wants another 3. Same spot. And again, off the mark. This one goes out of bounds as DSU will sub a fresh 5 into the ball game here. So line change for Coach Ty comes with 7:48 remaining in the first half. DSU with a 1-point lead, 21-20 on top of Crown. Mitchell into the ball game along with Sumption here for Dakota State. Beckwith, Dylan Beck, and Borman. They hand off near the top of the key, trying to find this matchup down low. Dylan Beck gets lost inside and gets the easy 2. Lead back to 3 now for the Trojans. Between the circles, now free throw line for Grigsby, working his way on Dylan Beck, and Dylan Beck will foul him. He gets a little handsy that time, reaching in. Foul on Colby. Dylan Beck will be his first, personal team's 4th. And with 7:18 remaining here in the first half, Crown will inbound. Looking outside and into the hands of Parker Benny. Benny fires away at a 3 and connects. And ties this ball game up 23 apiece. Dylan Beck has it top of the key. Swings it to right side. Here's the answer attempt, and it's good by Risley Borman. Risley Borman with the 3. His first points of the game. And it's 26-23. Grigsby, he'll fire away at a three. He can't connect. He hit the early one. He hasn't had the hot hand since. Rebound inside, though, by the Polars. Kicking right side, another three-point attempt. Benny this time, we've got a whistle and a foul. And a foul on Dakota State, I believe, inside, away from the shot. That'll be DSU ball on, or pardon me, a Crown ball on the baseline. Aiden Jensen is coming back in. Dylan Beck is out. That second foul for him in a matter of about a minute. Lob pass comes in to Grigsby. Gives it up. Now in the corner is Benny. Grigsby posting. Wants to go to work here. Kicks it outside instead, and the ball through the hands of Youngblood and out of bounds. And a turnover on the Polars here. DSU with a 3-point lead, 26-23. 6:29 to go in the opening half. Ball between the circles for Beckwith. Run a little weave top of the key. Now Jensen comes out, wants the ball. Jensen, nice backdoor cut. Layup is good. Beckwith with the cut. Jensen with the find. And then Tyler Beckwith on the finish. 28-23. Here's Ladd working around. Grigsby from the elbow. Wants to battle on Jensen. Spins to his right. Elbowed him a couple of times. Could have been a whistle there. And then an offensive rebound. And then I think a shot put up and a very easy block by Beckwith. Beckwith stays with it, driving inside. Can he finish in traffic? No, but Aiden Jensen has the rebound and lobs it outside. Then back to Aiden. Corner, three ball is up and no good. Rebounded by the Polars. TSU with some missed shots in this second half of the first half. There's a three ball coming the other way from Parker Benny. DSU's shooting percentage has gone down significantly in the last 8 minutes. Jensen lobs a pass, then gets it back. Bounce it down into the post for Beckwith. Trying to battle his way in on a smaller defender. Goes reverse. Oh, what a shot! His back to the basket looked like he passed to the corner. He says, no, I got the English. Cue ball off the glass. And it's a 4-point lead for the Trojans again. Grigsby hands off Benny. Benny gave it up, got it back. They reverse, want to go Grigsby to the post, back out top of the key. Benny fires a left-handed three and connects. And a timeout taken by Coach Herbert. And the Polars, 4:44 to play here in the first half, and it's a 1-point lead for Dakota State, 30-29. Quick timeout by the Polars. Neither team lighting it up from outside right now. TSU shooting 42% from the floor, 37% for the Polars here in this first half. Ball at the free throw line in the hands of Mitchell. Mitchell driving inside. He got hooked, puts up the shot, doesn't go down, but he was fouled. And that's going to send Tane Mitchell to the free throw line to shoot two. Sixth foul on the Polars here in this first half. So free throws rest of the way for Dakota State. First one for Mitchell is up and off the front of the iron, no good. Mitchell yet to score, but 3 boards and a couple of assists. One more free throw on the way, and he buries the second one, and he'll check out of the ball game now as Lucas Morgan is in for Dakota State. 2-point lead for the Trojans, 31-29, 4.5 to play in the opening half of basketball. Second game of the doubleheader. DSU women with the easy victory, crossed the century mark in that one, a 102-53 win. Ball inside Bunker, traffic all over him, puts it up, got fouled. And Bunker will step to the line. So Bunker back to the free throw line. He's got 12 points, leading all scorers here in the first half. 5 of 7 from the field is a long wait, and the first free throw drops through. Bunker 12 points. He's 3 of 4 now from the line. 4 rebounds to go with those points. Second free throw is up and good. And we are tied again, 31-31. Lane Teets into the front court, handoff Panconen. Now back over to Calvin Payne. Jensen top of the key. Handoff for Morgan, fires a short three. That's going to go out of bounds. And it'll go to the Polars here. DSU brings Nolan Siegner in. Freshman from Apple Valley, Minnesota, coming into the ball game for the first time. And it comes with 3:55 remaining here in the first half, all tied at 31. Bunker wants the ball in the post, working on Siegner, turns it around and connects. 33-31, Polars back on top. Around the screen comes Teets. Trying to drive in, nothing there. Feeds it back out for Panconen. Panconen back to Teets again. Dribbles away from traffic, back out between the circles. Crosses over left side, gets to about 10 feet. Stops, turns around. Finds the open shooter at the top of the key, and Lucas Morgan, no good, but we got a whistle after the shot. And a foul on Dakota State. It's going to go on Calvin Payne, his first. That is the 7th foul on Dakota State, and so we will walk it down to the other end. And shoot bonus free throws here for Carter Benny. Front end of the bonus is up and good. And that extends the Crown lead to 3 points, 34-31. Second free throw up, and that one rattles through. And the lead is 4 now, 35-31. Dakota State looking for room, top of the key, trying to switch the defense a little bit. Ball nearly thrown away into the hands of Payne now. Payne waits, feeds it out left side for Teets, fires a contested three, no good, and the rebound by the Polars. Doing a great job defensively, not letting Dakota State really get into their action. Here's a three from the left corner, shot no good, another offensive rebound by Crown. Ball skipped over to the right side for Benny. Benny driving baseline, gets cut off, spins it back out beyond the arc, and the ball tipped out of bounds by the Trojans. Teets. DSU subs. Treeland Barnett, junior from Milwaukee, checking into the game for the first time here for Dakota State. Nine to shoot. Runner is up wildly off the mark, no good, and rebounded by Dakota State. With it is Barnett into the front court. Feeds into the hands of Mitchell, now down into the block. Siegner trying to work with it. Shot short, no good. Mitchell battled for an offensive rebound and got fouled, and that's going to send Mitchell to the line for a bonus here. 17th foul on Crown. And Mitchell will shoot the 1-and-1. 2:23 to go in this first half. 4-point lead for the Polars. Coming back in is John Grigsby here. Aiden Jensen back in for Dakota State. So Tane Mitchell to the line where he's one of two heading into this trip to the line. He sinks the first. One more coming up for Mitchell, the senior, and he knocks that one down. 2-point lead for the Polars, 35-33. Polars, a Division III team from the Upper Midwest Athletic Conference. Inside Grigsby. Grigsby got fouled. He was trying to make a turnaround shot. Foul's going to be on the floor, which means this will be a 1-and-1 for Grigsby and not 2 automatic free throws. Third foul called on Tyler Beckwith. here on Dakota State. So 1-1 now for John Grigsby. First free throw is up and good. Grigsby 9 points now in the ball game, trying to join bunkers in double figures. DSU will bring Lucas Morgan in and get Beckwith and his 3 fouls to the bench. One more free throw coming up. And it's good. 2-2 from the line goes Grigsby. And the lead is 37-33 for Crown. 2 minutes to go here in this opening half. Dakota State with the basketball. Barnett hands it off to Mitchell. Jensen swings quickly, Panconen. Panconen, top of the key. Drive inside, step through attempt by Lucas Morgan, but Grigsby blocks it out of bounds. He is a difference maker inside. DSU basketball. Barnett looking to trigger the inbounds. Goes inside for Mitchell, who got nice position on the right side of the block. Battling with Carter Benny, and Mitchell puts it in for 2. 2-point lead for the Polars, 37-32. Panconen nearly a steal. Then he gets back on defense. Now Grigsby working against Aiden Jensen. Puts it up off the glass, too strong. Great D by Aiden to not foul. Mitchell has the rebound for Dakota State. Looking to tie or take the lead back. Inside. Now out, Panconen, pump fakes on a corner 3, steps back, gives it off to Aiden, thought about that 3, hands Panconen, and Panconen gets fouled by Parker Benny, and that'll send Braden to the line to shoot 2. Foul by Parker Benny was his first, but the 8th on the team. So Panconen scoreless in the ball game. He's 0 for 3. And the front end of the free throw changes that. Panconen, the sophomore from Del Rapids. Second free throw is up and good. And we're tied now, 37-37 with 1:15 to go in the opening half. Trojans trying to maintain a perfect record at home this season. Here's Ladd on the drive. Leaves it off behind him into the hands of Van Dam. Over and out of Benny. Runner from 15 feet, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Dakota State. Lucas Morgan was adamant that it was off Grigsby and not him. And it'll be Polar basketball. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Ladd spins it out right side into the hands of Moore. Ladd now inside Grigsby. Grigsby turns, feeds it off for Moore. Moore from the right block connects. Lead back to 2 again for the Polars. Drive by Barnett. Barnett inside, got fouled. A little out of control that time, but he gets the payoff in the end for that quick first step that got around Michael Ladd. And Barnett steps to the free throw line. Chance to tie the game. First free throw up and good. Calvin Payne comes back in, replacing Lucas Morgan now for Dakota State. So Payne on the floor along with Panconen, Barnett, Jensen, and Mitchell. And Barnett, one more free throw coming up, and that one's off the back of the iron. No good. Ball tipped out. Picked up by Moore now for the Polars. Moore trying to run in transition. Feeds behind him to Benny, and now they will hold for not quite the final shot. About a 4-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock here, but they can whittle a lot of it now. Benny steps back now with 10 on the shot clock. Waits for a screen. Goes around the double drag. He's picked up by Panconen on the switch. Drives to the free throw line. Steps back. Turns it around. Won't go down. Jensen rebounds. Almost poked away from behind. Gets it away to Barnett. Buzzer shot is up. Off the mark. No good. And it'll be a 1-point lead for the Crown Polars as we head to halftime. 1 half in the books. It's Crown 39, Dakota State 38. We'll come back before the start of the third quarter. Have a look at the stats from this one. That's on the way.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Generations of ag producers have relied on our homegrown lending experts to help them grow and transition. With flexible solutions and local decision-making, you can count on First Premier Bank to meet you where you are, in life or in the field. That's how we've grown into one of the nation's strongest community banks. First Premier, member FDIC.
For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's cabinetry needs. Family owned and operated, with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. They're big enough to handle any job, yet small enough to make sure your project matters. Quality doesn't cost. It pays. So pay the Rosebud Factory and Showroom a visit today. Or visit us online at rosebudwood.com.
First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking gives you the freedom to experience life, to enjoy the things you love, and to breeze through checkout lines with free mobile wallet features. Bank anywhere you want with online account opening and instant issue debit cards. Feel the freedom of no fees, no minimum balances, and no unpleasant surprises. First Premier Bank Free Plus Checking. Apply online or at any branch location. First Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Persona Signs has been a leader in the sign manufacturing industry for decades. We partner with the nation's largest brands on more than 8,000 installations every year. A solid foundation of Midwestern values and an unmatched work ethic has helped Persona become the #1 hotel sign manufacturer in the United States. Persona rises together with Dakota State University. Go Trojans!
At Madison Regional Health System, your unique needs and a positive healthcare experience matter. We are proud supporters of area sports and are here to meet the healthcare needs of our athletes and their loved ones. From routine healthcare to unfortunate sports-related injuries, our compassionate healthcare professionals are committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. We are honored to be your healthcare team and happy to help keep you in the game.
This is the DS Universe, a place where your world is what you make it, where your next chapter is written by you, and tomorrow is reinvented today. Welcome to the cutting edge of tech-powered, student-focused higher education. All here in Madison, South Dakota. This isn't science fiction. It's Dakota State University.
First Premier Free Plus Checking lets you bank how you want. Online with leading-edge digital money management tools, or in person with financial guidance from our expert bankers in 14 locations. Free Plus Checking from First Premier is more than an account, with no hidden fees and no strings attached. It's banking how you want it from one of the nation's strongest community banks. Open online at firstpremier.com/free or at any First Premier location. Member FDIC.
Heartland Energy is a future-focused name. It encompasses everything that we do and the core purpose of who Heartland is.
Anybody can sell you electricity. It's the way our people help our communities grow and therefore have a purpose to that energy.
We're constantly looking for different ways to serve our customers the best that we possibly can.
We're community-owned and we exist to serve our communities.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Our ag bankers are homegrown experts committed to helping you find the right financial solution for your operation. With extensive experience in the industry, First Premier offers flexible options and local decisions designed to help you today and for generations to come. Find a First Premier ag banker nearest you at firstpremier.com/ag. First Premier Bank, investing in your growth. Member FDIC.
This your place?
No. I live with my mom.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you hungry?
No, I just had a bite.
Do you want a corn dog or something like that? Mom! Corn dogs!
I'm good.
Mom! Corn dogs! You never know what she's doing in there. Mom!
He really needs to get a place of his own.
First Premier Bank has deep roots in South Dakota. Generations of ag producers have relied on our homegrown lending experts to help them grow and transition. With flexible solutions and local decision making, you can count on First Premier Bank to meet you where you are, in life or in the field. That's how we've grown into one of the nation's strongest community banks. First Premier, member FDIC.
For over 50 years, Rosebud Wood Products has been serving America's cabinetry needs. Family owned and operated, with employees who have been a part of the Rosebud family for decades. They're big enough to handle any job, yet small enough to make sure your project matters. Quality doesn't cost. It pays. So pay the Rosebud Factory and Showroom a visit today. Or visit us online at rosebudwood.com.
First Premier Bank Free Plus.
Just about ready for the start of our second half, the men's contest of this doubleheader here at the Dakota State University Fieldhouse tonight. Here at halftime of the men's game, it's Dakota State trailing Crown 39-38. Colby Dillenbeck leading the way for Dakota State. He had 8 points to go along with 2 rebounds. 7 points for Tyler Beckwith. Lane Teets had 5 and 3 assists. Tane Mitchell, 5 points, 5 boards, and a pair of dimes. Aiden Jensen had 5 points and 3 rebounds. Despite not shooting it that efficiently, 1 of 4 from deep, 2 of 7 overall for Aiden in the first half. Risley Borman hit 1 shot. It was a triple. Braden Panconen was 0 for the field, but a couple of free throws to get him on the board. Isaac Sumption with 2 and Barnett with 1 point for DSU. The 2 bigs doing the bulk of the damage for the Polars in the opening half. Tyrus Bunker, 6 of 8 from the field, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 16 points, 4 rebounds leading the way. John Grigsby, 10 points, 2 boards and 3 assists. Parker Benny had 9 points on 3 of 4 shooting from beyond the arc. The only other players to score, Carter Benny and Raekwon Moore, each with 2 for Crown in that first half. Dakota State shot 4 of 12 from deep, 13 of 34 from the floor, 38% overall. Pretty similar to what Crown shot, actually. They had 36%. 7 offensive rebounds for Crown, though. And led to 5 second chance points. Ironically, DSU has won the points to the paint matchup here, even with the two bigs out there doing the scoring for the Polars. DSU with 18 points in the paint compared to 8 for Crown. DSU is going to get the basketball to open up the second half. And we are underway here at the Fieldhouse. DSU runs through their offense, works it out to Mitchell, top of the key. Bounce pass for Dillon back inside. He's got his man sealed deep in the paint, right under the restricted circle, and he backs him down under the basket and then turns to his left hand and lays it in, and it gives the Trojans a 1-point lead again at 40-39, just underway here in the second half. Grigsby fires away in a 3, and John Grigsby hits another from downtown to give him 10 points. 13 now here in the ball game. Round a screen, bounce pass for Dillenbeck. Dillenbeck with 1 hand on a defender, 1 hand on the ball, puts it up off the window and connects. Colby Dillenbeck looked like he had a nosebleed problem he was dealing with in that first half, then picked up a couple of quick fouls, did not spend a ton of time on the floor. DSU is going to need his production here in the second half. 3-pointer from the corner is up off the mark, no good. Bodies slide towards the bench. That ball eventually drifts out of bounds, and it will be DSU basketball. So Trojans with the ball, a tie ball game, 42-42 early on here in the second half as Panconen pump fakes on a 3. Weave around a screen, now Teets with it, top of the key for Mitchell. Dillenbeck trying to get inside, and he's being held by Tyus Bunker. The bench for Dakota State yelled it out right before one of the officials signaled it. Nick Nelson, Adam Kellenberger, and Gary White are the officials for this ball game. Inbound coming from Dakota State. From the baseline, they get it into Panconen out beyond the arc. Works it around right side. Braden looking now in for Dillenbeck, and the ball was poked and taken away by the Polars. Ahead comes Carter Benny. Grigsby, got away with a push-off right there. Mitchell was looking for the call for sure. Right side now, runner in the paint is up and good by Micah Ladd. Lead back to Crown, 44-42. Teets hands it off for Panconen. Panconen works around a screen. Dillenbeck top of the key. Away to Beckwith now. Trojans looking for a way to get a little dribble penetration. There it was into the free throw line. Now out for a deep Panconen 3, and he knocks it down. Panconen with the triple. 1-point lead back to the Trojans here at 45-44. Oh, great job deflecting the ball. Panconen, he thought it was in touched by Grigsby, but it's out of bounds off Panconen's hands. 20 on the shot clock here for the Polars as they inbound. Another ball tipped at the top of the key. Three-point shot is up off the back of the iron, no good. Long rebound, Panconen trying to chase it down. He hits the deck. The ball's picked up by Crown. It leads to a three-point shot for Benny. 47-45. Dakota State bounce pass down low. They were looking for Beckwith, but it goes out of bounds. Dylan Beck looking over to Mitchell saying, hey, we got to be smarter with the basketball. Then that bounce pass through the leg of a defender. So here comes Crown back with it now, a 2-point lead. Around a screen comes Benny. Benny kicks into the corner for a three-point shot. Good. Now, pardon me, that was Ladd to Carter Benny. He hits another three, his second of the half, and the lead is 5 here for the Polars, and a timeout taken by Coach Ty and the Trojans. And Coach Ty is fired up at the officials. 17 minutes to go yet in this second half. The lead is 5 for the Polars, and a timeout is on the floor. We'll be back in just a moment to the Fieldhouse at Dakota State. Dakota State University with a final tune-up here before the conference season begins. Dakota State with a conference doubleheader both Saturday and Sunday here at the Fieldhouse in their final season in the North Star Athletic Association. So following the timeout, it'll be Dakota State basketball. 17:03 to go here in the second half. 5-point lead for the Polars, 50-45. Teets takes the inbounds pass. Works it around right side. They run their weave at the top of the key. Now a handoff to Beckwith. Beckwith, top of the key. Dylan Beck outside Panconen. Panconen bounce pass down to Beckwith. Down low, went up. Bunker swatted the ball away and then stays with it. Takes away the loose ball. Leaves it off behind him into the hands of Ladd. Ladd over to Grigsby. Pump fakes in a three. One step left. Fires away and hits. Two hands in the air to show his threes. And it's a 53-45 lead for the Polars. Biggest of the ball game, and it comes here early in the second half. Backing his way in is Beckwith. Shot blocked again. Grigsby with the rebound. Throws it ahead to Ladd. Ladd around a Grigsby screen. Heads right side. Now picks up his dribble. Bunker. Ladd trying to post up at the high post from the elbow. Instead, they'll fire away a three from Benny. No good. And the rebound to Dakota State. DSU. Panconen. Now inside Beckworth. And a foul as Dylan Beck got fouled as that ball got to him. And then he knocked Grigsby to the ground. Foul's going to be on Grigsby first, his second. DSU brings subs in here, including Morgan, Jensen, and Borman into the ball game. Ball comes into Teets around an Aiden Jensen screen. Teets steps back for a three. Off the side of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Payne. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the Polars. Offensive rebound by Payne. DSU with the basketball to be Lane Teets to trigger the inbound. Jensen scrolled around. He was looking for that basketball. Instead, pass comes in to Lucas Morgan, whose jumper from 10 feet is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Crown. Bounce pass off into the hands of Youngblood. Thought about a deep three. Instead, they'll work the offense. Grigsby from the free throw line. Steps back, 17-foot jumper. Front of the iron, no good. Rebound batted around and controlled by Borman for Dakota State. Trojans into the front court. Teets driving, kicks outside. Now back over to Borman, and Borman, we're going to get a whistle and a foul here. So Coach Ty did some gentle talking with the officials, and now we're getting some more whistles here, so maybe paying off for the DSU head coach. Fourth foul already on the Polars here. 5 minutes gone by in this second half. Inbounds comes to Jensen. DSU down 53-45. Pass goes left side. Borman fires away in a three. That one's no good. Payne with another offensive rebound. Payne now inside. And fouled is Lucas Morgan. And Morgan will step to the line and shoot two. So Morgan to the line. Lucas Morgan, the 6'7" freshman from Brandon Valley High School, has not made a shot for the field today. He's had a rough night trying to get the ball through the hoop, but he does here on the free throw. 0-7 from the floor, but knocks down the first there. And one more free throw coming up. Second from Morgan is in and out, no good, and Grigsby has the rebound. 15 minutes to go here in the second half. They're up 53-46 on the Polars, and they add the basketball. Grigsby into the corner, right side for Moore. Back out now to Parker Benny at the top of the key. Barnett looking for a screen as he picks him up. Now Grigsby, Jensen on him from the elbow. Kicks it outside for Moore. Moore with 5 to fire. Rises up, shot no good. And rebounded by the Trojans. Here's Barnett with the basketball. Barnett through traffic, feeds the pass to Benny. Top of the key, trying to post up his Jensen. Jensen shot no good. He follows the miss, though. Got a ball back. Feeds it away to Morgan. Morgan trying to spin his way in, left it short. He got a rebound. He goes back up and gets fouled. And Morgan will go to the line. 3 offensive rebounds for Dakota State in that possession. And it pays off with a Lucas Morgan trip to the free throw line. 1 of 2 in that last trip down the floor for Morgan. First one up here, and it's good. Dakota State back within 6 now. And then we've got a whistle and a timeout taken. 30-second timeout. Gives us a good opportunity to remind you that next week, Dakota State again begin that 15-game North Star Athletic Association schedule. Saturday against Mayville State. Women's game will tip off at 4 with the men's game at 6. Then on Saturday, it's Valley City State here at the Fieldhouse. The women's game for that contest starts at 3 p.m. with the men to follow around 5. So we said DSU undefeated at the Fieldhouse this year. They're 6-0. But trailing by 6 here with 14 minutes and change remaining in the second half. As Lucas Morgan steps to the free throw line, trying to knock down the second here of this trip. Free throw is up, and this one will rattle home. 3 points for Morgan off the bench. And a 5-point lead. DSU comes to show a little trap here at half court. They pass out of it. Grigsby now left side. Back over to Benny. Benny to the left wing. 3 ball coming. Van Dam. It's no good. An air ball, but a rebound. Back to Van Dam. Pump fake. Sidestep to the right. Feed it off for Benny. Benny will step into a 3. He got it. Parker Benny with another 3. That's his 4th made 3 for his 12 points. Jensen trying to post up. Working on Grigsby. Gives it up. Now battling his way in is Morgan. Morgan kicks it out. Jensen will try a straightaway 3. It's no good. And another offensive rebound for Morgan. Morgan to the baseline. Tries a reverse layup. No good. Payne looked for the rebound, but he tips it out and into the hands of Carter Benny. He hands it off to Parker Benny, and the brothers bring it up here for the Polars. 13 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Parker Benny slips as he gets into the paint, turns around and throws this one And Coach Luke Herbert tried to swat that ball back into play and see if the refs wouldn't notice. They're going to notice the guy in the bow tie batting the ball around. Sorry, Coach. DSU basketball. Trojans have not been able to hit shots from deep here in the second half. Drive inside Bennett. Kick it around the corner. Here's Mitchell now from the wing. Back out to Barnett in the corner. Barnett spins, drives, baseline, looking for one off the window, and he hits. And the lead 6 again now for the Polars. Half-court trap applied. DSU falls out of it now. Benny to the free throw line at the elbow for Bunker. And then we're going to get a whistle and a foul. That'll be on Calvin Payne. Subs back in for Dakota State, including Lane Teents, Braden Panconen, and Tyler Beckswith back into the ball game. Colby Dillon back on the floor here for DSU along with Tame Mitchell. That's your starting 5 back on the floor for Dakota State. After the foul, which was the first on DSU, here's the inbounds pass to Bunker. Now top of the key for Benny. Deep, straight on 3, off the back of the iron, no good. Ball tipped around, still loose. Panconen dives to the ground, gets it, and then throws it ahead. Here's a drive by Dillenbeck. Shot no good, but we got a whistle and a foul. And Colby Dillenbeck will go to the line and shoot a pair. Dillenbeck to the free throw line. 12 points, 2 boards for Dillenbeck in the ball game thus far. First free throw is up and in. TSU getting to the line here, and they can do it a lot in the rest of this game. 17 fouls already on the Polars. This is the 3rd trip to the free throw line for a member of the Trojans in this ball game, or in the second half, I should say. Second Dillenbeck free throw rattles around and drops through, so the lead down to 4 now for Crown, 56-52. DSU coming with that pressure again, trying to get a tip pass here. Polars get it up through the half-court pressure. Now ball nearly swatted away in the paint. Flying around is DSU trying to contest threes, but they get a look in the corner for Levi Roston, and it's good. 59-52. DSU playing some scrambling defense, but it doesn't pay off there. Outside, now back in. Here's Dillenbeck, fouled before a shot attempt. And Dillenbeck will go to the line and shoot 2 more. Fouls on Tyrus Buckner, and that is his 4th. And so Buckner will be checking out of this ball game for, I would imagine, a while now. Grigsby is going to come back in. But Buckner has had foul trouble quickly here in this second half. So 1-1 now for Colby Dillenbeck. And the front end of the bonus is good. And 1 more coming up for Dillenbeck here. 6-point lead for Crown. Make it a 5-point lead as Dillenbeck knocks them both down. Colby with 16 in the ball game. Team high for DSU. 59-54. Bringing this trap has definitely brought a little more energy to DSU's defense. They're flying around, trying to get some tipped balls. They have let some open shooters loose in the corner, though. Nearly an open 3 there, but they recover in time. Now here's the opposite corner. 3 ball is up and in and out, no good. And rebounded by Teets for Dakota State. He brings it up top of the key. And Owen Onemy almost just stepped into a 3. Here's Panconen. Dillenbeck posts up on Grigsby. Backs him down and slid his pivot foot. Trying to make all kinds of moves that time was Dillenbeck. Hoping that he could feel Grigsby leaning one way or another, but he stayed right with them. And a turnover on DSU. Panconen this time, trying to play the middle there and get a hand on the ball. They kick it out left wing. Three-pointer is up and good by Carter Benny. And Carter and Parker Benny are taking it to Dakota State from beyond the arc. 62-54. Polars on top. Here's Panconen. Left side for Mitchell. Now to the corner for Teets. Dylan Beck trying to post up. Panconen working around again. Dylan Beck backs out of the paint. Letting Becksworth do his thing. Fades it away from 10 feet. Shot short. And loose ball picked up by the Polars here as we approach the halfway mark of the second half. Free throw line, Grigsby spins to his left, fades it away with the jump shot, no good. And rebounded by Dylan Beck for Dakota State. Dylan Beck, top of the key. Feeds it off to Teets, down low for Mitchell. Mitchell battling his way into the paint, runner with the right hand, off the glass through contact is good. Tane Mitchell with the bucket. He's got 7. 62-56. Youngblood. Now to Grigsby. Grigsby's path taken away by Mitchell. Mitchell running the other way. Man in front of him. He steps to his left. Throws it into the corner. Lane Teets, a three. In and out, no good. Becksworth with a rebound. Teets will try another three. This one no good. Mitchell with the rebound. We've got a foul, and it's going to be on the Polars. 2 more offensive rebounds for Dakota State. And that last one will send Tane Mitchell to the line to shoot. Is it a 1-and-1 or is that their 10th team foul? That's the 9th. So one more. No, that is the 10th. Scoreboard hadn't updated yet, but that is the 10th foul. So this is going to be 2. No, okay. Scoreboard was right. PA announcer was wrong. 9th team foul. Here comes a 1-and-1 for Mitchell. Front end of the bonus is good. Lead back to 5. And a timeout taken by the Polars. 9:38 to play in this one. 62-57. Crown leading DSU here at the Fieldhouse in Madison. .38 to play here in the second half, 62-57. It's the Polars of Crown leading Dakota State. DSU will have one more free throw coming up from Tane Mitchell. That last foul was on Tristan Youngblood, and that is his 4th. Second player with 4 fouls here for Crown. Sitting on the bench. Mitchell trying to complete the bonus, and he does. Knocks them both down, and now he will check out as Lucas Morgan is back in for Dakota State. Morgan on the floor along with Jensen, Payne, Barnett, and Borman. Ball walked into the front court by Knight. Here for Crown. Knight trying to break down on Borman. Got in about 15 feet away, then dribbled it back out. Now elbow for Grigsby on the right side. Grigsby ball nearly poked away by Payne. Working his way on Jensen now. He spins. Jensen stays put. Didn't jump in the air. He has to kick it away. Into the corner now with 6 to shoot. Now with 5. Grigsby outside. Deep 3. Up the front of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Barnett. Pushing the tempo the other way. Barnett free throw line. Barnett inside. Leaves it off for Jensen. Jensen with Grigsby on him. Spins. Got him in the air. Puts it up off the glass and connects. Patience by Aiden Jensen. And it's a 2-point game. 62-60. Under 9 to go in the second half. Polar's with it. Knight, a lot of dribbling. Gives it away right side. 3 ball is up. No good by Benny. And Carter Benny's missed shot leads to Barnett. Pushing it into the front court again. Barnett inside. Off the window. Won't go down. Offensive rebound again for DSU. And the shot is up by Lucas Morgan. Another offensive rebound for the Trojans. And then they've tied this game at 62 with 8:20 to go. Grigsby with it from the left elbow. Outside, Knight wants a 3. Got a 3. Knight knocks it down. Gives the lead back to Crown with 8 to go. Aiden Jensen with it now, top of the key. Outside, here's the answer attempt. Borman knocks it down. Borman with the 3. And we've got a whistle. Technical foul called on, do they get Borman? Borman's unsure of what he did. I mean, he jumped up and down. Oh, they're going to show, come on guys, show the replay. Show the replay on the big board. I'd love to see it. Officials are huddling up here to discuss. And so we got a little break in the action. Borman hit that 3, and I don't know, couldn't see, went back and looked at the video, couldn't see what he did. He was out of the camera. But the official, you could tell right away, he hit that 3, and it was about a second later, signaled the technical foul. So technical free throws, pardon me, for Carter Benny, who misses on the front end. One more now for Benny, and he missed them both. And that'll get the student section to their feet here. And the ball will go down to the other end and be inbounded for Crown. So Carter Benny misses both free throws, then checks out, and he's replaced by Parker Benny. We're tied at 65 with under 8 minutes to go here. Crown, Micah Ladd works it into the corner, into the hands of Moore. Moore wants to go inside. Back out now. Here's Ladd. Grigsby trying to post up. Jensen on him. Works it from the right side. Spins away. Now back through a pass in the paint to Parker Benny. Back over to Grigsby from the elbow. Grigsby attacks. Double team comes. He kicks it outside. Three-pointer is up and no good. Great D by the Trojans. Ball picked up by Morgan. He'll push it into the front court. Morgan high dribble. 2 steps into the paint. Floats it up. No good. Rebound loose. Whistle and a foul. And I think it's going to be on Dakota State. I think they got Aiden Jensen for his second foul. Team's third. And the ball will go to Crown with 7:15 to go here. All square at 65. Trojans. Great defense on the last possession. Micah Ladd running this offense. Grigsby went to set a screen. Ball gets rotated away. Now he comes to the free throw line, gets the ball. Faces up on Aiden. Spins. Double team comes again. Has to pass out of it. Back into the hands of Ladd. Grigsby in the corner. He'll fire a 3. No good. And then a foul on Jensen. Grigsby hit the deck, went into the chairs. Jensen claims he never touched him. Oh, they're going to say a foul on Jensen. And the officials sending everybody back. They're going to replay it. Officials, second time they've huddled up here in the last couple of minutes. First was after that technical. And now this missed three-point attempt. They're signaling the ball is going to be inbounded on the sideline. I mean, Jensen definitely got a piece of him on the box out, but it was well after the shot. So maybe that's what they're going to say in the foul. Foul comes after the shot. Grigsby gets it back, wants to fire right away. Three-pointer is up, no good. And Calvin Payne with the rebound. So a couple of odd calls, and there's been no scoring on either of them. Payne gave it up, gets the handoff now. Here's Borman. Borman, bounce pass in the paint. Dangerous look, but Payne able to track it down beyond the arc. Now he goes back inside for Morgan. Morgan puts it up off glass, gets the whistle, and Morgan will step to the line and shoot two. Trojans, this second half, the free throws have kept them in this game. Dakota State is 17 of 20 in the game. First free throw is no good. That it was their 13th free throw attempt of the second half. Dylan Beck, Pancona, and Teets back in along with Mitchell here for Dakota State. As they sub the bench out and the starters back in. Free throw is up, and this one in and out no good, and missing them both that time was Morgan. So DSU unable to take the lead. 65 all here, 6:10 to play in the second half. Ball into the hands of Benny. Benny. Right side for Ladd. Ladd trying to find Grigsby. Now does. Grigsby just inside the arc. Now he drives. Runs into a Trojan defender. The blocking foul going to be the call. Mitchell thought he had a charge coming his way. Instead, Grigsby will go to the line and shoot two. Officials are going to come out and mop this floor up a little bit after that contact in the paint. Fieldhouse floor seems like it's been a little slick today. Seen players in both games, the men's and women's game, losing their footing. Right now about that same area in the paint on this side of the court. So Grigsby, free throw is good. Gives the lead back to Crown now, 66-65. Trojan men trying to sweep the doubleheader here. DSU women won their game earlier against North Central, 102-57. Now Crown has a 2-point lead after Grigsby hits the second free throw, 67-65. Dakota State passing it around the top of the key. Handoff now, it goes to Panconen. Panconen hesitates, now attacks inside. Lost a handle for the moment, but he got it back and then puts it up off the window and scores. Panconen's bucket inside, ties the game at 67. Ladd into the front court, away for Carter Benny. Now Grigsby. Grigsby, left side for Parker Benny. Out to Grigsby, sidestep left, and the escape dribble three, no good. Rebound run down by Lane Teets. Fires it ahead into the hands of Beckwith. Beckwith back to Dylan Beck. Dylan Beck, jump step into the paint, lost it out of his hands. Going up, it was swatted out of there by Raekwon Moore. Tyrus Buckner is going to come back into the ball game. He has been out for the last 10 minutes of game time with 4 fouls, but he checks back in now, replacing Moore. In a tie ball game, inbounds Panconen. Panconen works it around left side. Around a screen, Teets, floater with the right hand is good. Lane Teets gives the Trojans a lead, 69-67. Micah Ladd around a screen right side, and a pass intended for Dylan Beck is intercepted by Mitchell. Goes up, got the ball hit in his hands. Teets tries to follow, and the rebound's picked up by the Polars. All ball Mitchell. Couldn't get the layup to go. Back to the Polars now. Ladd looking inside. Beckner trying to find position on Dylan Beck. Now does. Has it in the block left side. Back at his way in. Swatted away once. He gets it back. Puts it up. Rejected by Dylan Beck. Rebound by Teets. 2-point lead for the Trojans. Trying to extend with 4:14 to go. Kick into the corner. Now out. Pump fake. Panconen. Panconen driving inside. Still with the dribble. Puts it up and got fouled. Panconen had Micah Lab just draped all over him and knew if he could just get to a spot where he could put a shot up, he's probably going to get a trip to the line, and he does. So Panconen will go to the line to shoot 2. Another foul on the Polars. Free throw is up and good. Free throws have kept Dakota State in it, have given Dakota State the lead. Panconen knocks them both down, and the lead is 4 now for DSU with 4 minutes to go in the ball game here from the Fieldhouse. Bringing it up is Micah Ladd. Teets on him at the top of the zone. Free throw line jump shot by Buckner is no good. Buckner's shot bounces up and hits the upright. And it's Dakota State basketball, 71-67, they lead. Come back from down 8 in this one. Mitchell on the handoff to Teets. Now Dillenbeck top of the key. Panconen wanted the ball. Dillenbeck tried to get a quick pass to him, but a great job coming through the screen by Parker Benny. And Dillenbeck tried to stop at the last second, but he turned it over. Trojans. Ball back into the 2-3 again. Buckner comes way out between the circles to grab the basketball, trying to pass left side to Grigsby, but it was swatted away by Teets. 19 on the shot clock. Grigsby will inbound. Left side for Carter Benny. Now free throw line Buckner. Buckner outside. Benny back over to Ladd. Now with 8 to shoot. Down low Buckner. Buckner, double team comes, passes away, whistle, and we've got a foul on Dakota State with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Foul's going to go on Tyler Beckwith. That'll be Tyler's 4th, and a timeout taken by Coach Herbert and Crown. 71-67. It's Dakota State with the lead. That last foul was their final foul to give. So both teams shooting free throws the final 3:14 of this one. It'll be Crown College basketball when we come back from the timeout. Dakota State has battled back from down 8 points here in the second half to take a 4-point lead, 71-67 with 3:14 remaining. Both teams in the bonus. DSU shooting 2 free throws on every Crown foul. Crown will get free throws on every DSU foul the rest of the way. They've just entered the bonus. Here's the inbounds following that last foul call in the timeout. Grigsby gets it away to Parker Benny. Now right side, drive by Ladd through the paint for Carter Benny. A 3, got it. From the left side, the 3 is good. And a 1-point DSU lead now, 71-70. DSU passes it around top of the key. Payne. Now inside Dillenbeck. Dillenbeck wants to spin to his left hand, puts it up, too strong off the glass. Great D by Buckner without fouling. And a chance for the Polars now to take the lead. Grigsby wants a 3, cannot connect. Ball tapped out and controlled by Crown. Benny trying to get rid of it, goes in for Buckner. Buckner puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Dakota State. Panconen says, everybody calm down. He walks it up, hands it away to Lane Teets now, the point guard from Groton, South Dakota. The freshman comes into the front court. Wanted to go around a screen. Great job by Benny fighting over the top of it. Here's Panconen with a crossover. Now spins into the paint. Panconen still with it. Forces some contact. Puts up the shot. No good. And a whistle and a foul. Mitchell went down trying to bring the rebound in. And Mitchell will go to the line and shoot 2 here with 2 minutes to go. Trying to extend the lead, which is currently 71-70 for DSU. First free throw by Tane Mitchell is no good off the front of the iron. 9 points in the game for Mitchell. 7 rebounds as well. Offensive rebounding has been a big part of this second half for Dakota State. Second free throw is up and good. Free throws and offensive rebounds. That's how DSU has a 2-point lead. 72-70 now with under 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. Double high screen. Going left with it now is Ladd. Spins out of it from the elbow. Goes down into Buckner. Buckner puts it up off the glass. Counted and one for Tyrus Buckner, whose absence was sorely felt by Crown in this second half when he was down with foul trouble. He comes back in here and he has a chance to give his team the lead if he can complete the 3-point play. Buckner with 18 in the ball game. Leading scorer for Crown. Buckner to the line. Trying to complete the 3-point play. It is up and good. Foul was on Dylan Beck, by the way, his third. 1-point lead for Crown now, minute 45 to go. Lane Teets into the front court. Around a Dylan Beck screen to the free throw line. Floater is in the lane. Off the heel of the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound controlled by Crown. Coming the other way with it is Micah Ladd. Slows it up as he comes into the front court. Picked up by Panconen. Calling out his offensive play. Double high screen goes to the right side this time. Now feeds it off into the corner for Carter Benny. Benny into Buckner. Buckner outside for Grigsby. Grigsby poked away from behind. Oh, they're going to call Teets for the foul. Lane Teets picks up the foul, and that's going to be a 1-and-1 for John Grigsby, and a chance to extend the lead here for Crown College. They lead it by 1, and now a 1-and-1 for Grigsby. 8th team foul of the Trojans, 2nd on Lane Teets. Grigsby, front end of the bonus, is good. One more for Grigsby, who's got 19 points. He and Buckner each with 19. Now give him 20 as he knocks down the second, and a 3-point advantage. DSU will roll this one up a little bit. Now picked up on the run by Lane Teets. And a timeout by Dakota State. 1:13 to play in this one. 3-point lead for Crown College. Trojans trying to hang on to a undefeated home season here at the Fieldhouse. They need to come back in the final 1:13 to do it. Dakota State University trying to get a win in an exhibition contest here against the Crown Polars. Crown an NCAA Division III team from the Upper Midwest Athletic Conference. And they have a 3-point lead, 75-72 with 1:13 to go. DSU with the ball following the timeout. Teets over to Mitchell. Mitchell patiently waits from the elbow. Inside now, then back out. Ball's tipped. Comes into the hands of Pancona now with 15 seconds. Teets on the drive. Cut off by the baseline. Wraps a nice pass around the hands of Beckwith, but it was blocked. And now taken away by the Polars. Under a minute to go here. A bucket on this possession could just about ice it, especially if they take time to do it. Panconen trying to stay right with Micah Ladd. See if he can't poke the ball away. Here comes a double team, and they're going to foul him. And that's not what they wanted to do. They let that clock run all the way down to 9 seconds on the shot clock, and then they foul. And that's going to be a 1-and-1 here for Micah Ladd. Bulldogs bring Lucas Morgan in to replace Dylan Beck. And Mitchell comes out as Borman is in. Get him a little three-point shooting here. 32 seconds to go. Trojans down 3. Could sure use a miss right now for Micah Ladd. His first free throw is up, and good. It rattles around and falls in, and the lead is 4 now. For the Polars. One more from Ladd, and it's good. 5-point advantage. Dakota State rolls it in here now. Teets picks it up, 30 seconds to go. Drives inside and gets the easy lay-in. DSU calls a timeout. Lead back to 3, 26.5 seconds to go. Here in the fourth quarter, 77-74. Payne checking back into the ball game. Barnett checking into the ball game. Shot clock is off and down 3, so they're going to bring in those two to foul. DSU will just look to foul immediately here, send them to the line. The next foul, though, is a double bonus. The 1-and-1s are done. So DSU will look to foul quickly if they can't get a steal. And then just play the foul game the rest of the way here. Like that, the quick score right there. The problem is, though, when you start playing the foul game, it's tough to play. If they make them both, you got to start just chucking the threes. You got to play the 3-on-2 to get back into that situation. Hope they finally miss one of these free throws. First things first, though, for Crown. They'll need to get this inbounds pass in cleanly here. DSU was down 8 in this second half. Came back for a 4-point lead. And now finds themselves down 77-74 with 26 seconds remaining. DSU 3 timeouts remaining in this one for the final 26 seconds. So Coach Ty has all the timeouts he needs to play this foul game down to the end. They're going to line up all 5 on the baseline here. Here comes the track meet. As they sprint out, they get the inbounds pass in. And, a tough foul as Tane Mitchell came up and did not mean to trip up Micah Ladd the way he did. Micah Ladd took a hard tumble. And he will walk down to the other end and shoot 2 here. Ladd hit both of them on his last trip. And he will come down here to shoot 2. DSU makes their substitutions again to get the shooters back in. They'll wait after this first foul. Coach Moe working some double duty today. He comes out and he's going to try to clean up things underneath the basket where that collision just happened. Takes his little bow. First free throw, no good. Off the front of the iron, a miss by Micah Ladd. Trojans sub. As the shooters come in, including Borman. Micah Ladd, one more from the line, leading by 3. Free throw is up, and it's good. The lead is 4 now. Inbounds pass comes to Lane Tietz. Trojans got to hurry with 20 seconds to go. Tietz will fire up a three around a screen. Got it! Big time three and a timeout by the Trojans. A 3-for-1 on that exchange. And it's a 1-point lead now for Crown. 78-77 with 17 and a half seconds to go. DSU will sub again and hope for at least one more missed free throw by the Polars. 17 seconds remaining. DSU trying to come back for a victory here at the Fieldhouse. Inbounds coming for Crown College. They lead it by 1 with 17 and a half seconds to go. And DSU will look to foul quickly. They've got 3 on the baseline this time. As they trigger the inbounds in, DSU not looking to foul right away. Maybe see if they can force that 10-second violation. There they do finally foul on Grigsby as he looked like he was going to be able to turn the corner on Traylon Barnett. That took about 5 seconds off the clock. And so it'll send Grigsby to the line. John Grigsby with 20 points in this ball game. And his front end of the double bonus is up and good. Grigsby now 7 of 7 from the free throw line, and the Trojans will take another timeout with 11 seconds to go. Grigsby and another free throw. All he can do, though, at best is make it a 3-point game, so the Trojans will have an opportunity to tie following the Grigsby free throw. 7 of 7 from the line is John Grigsby today. 4 of 13 from the arc, 5 of 19 from the field. He's got 21 points, 7 boards, and 5 assists. Leading the way in all, 2 of those 3 categories, rather. Michael Ladd does have 9 assists for the Crown College. So Grigsby back at the line. Crown will not send anybody in to rebound. Free throw to make it a 3-point lead is good. Sub for the Polars here. Grigsby comes out. They'll bring Moore in. Little extra perimeter defense. Inbounds pass comes to Lane Tietz. He hit the 3 a moment ago. Under 10 seconds to play. Around a screen. Tietz pulls up, fires the 3 for the tie. Short off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Ladd. He is fouled with 1 second to go. And that will just about do it here at the Fieldhouse in Madison. A few fans grabbing their coats and looking to head out the door. Two free throws coming up for Micah Ladd. First one is no good off the back of the iron, so the lead is 3, 1 second to go. If he misses it, you can try a half-court heave. Problem is you got to rebound it and get that off in just 1 second. Next free throw is up. He missed it. Rebound, and they get it off in time, but it's through the rafters here at the Fieldhouse and no good, and that'll do it. Your final score, it's the Polars of Crown College 80 and Dakota State 77. DSU led by Colby Dillenbeck in this ball game, 16 points, 3 boards, 2 assists for Dillenbeck. He was 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Lane Teets had 12 points, 5 boards, 5 assists tonight. Tay Mitchell with 10 points and 7 rebounds for Dakota State. Braden Pancona, 9. 7 for Tyler Beckwith. Aiden Jensen had 7 points. 6 for Risley Borman. Lucas Morgan, 5.6 boards. Treeland Barnett with 3 points, 2 for Isaac Sumption. Calvin Payne, no points, but 6 rebounds in the ball game for Dakota State. John Grigsby's 22 lead the way in the win for Crown. Tyrus Buckner had 19. Carter Benny with 14. Parker Benny with 12. Crown 14 of 38 from beyond the arc. They hit 7 more threes than DSU did. 38 three-point attempts. They knocked down 14 of them. DSU stayed in it with their free throws. 20 of 26. And most of that coming in the second half. They were 8 of 8 in the first half. Finished the game 20 of 26 overall from the free throw line. 16 offensive rebounds for Dakota State in this one. They out-rebound this big Crown College team 31-28, but in the end, it's not enough as the DSU men fall 80-77. DSU women picked up the win here earlier tonight. They won 102-57 over North Central Minnesota. And so now both DSU teams move in to conference play. North Star action starts Saturday afternoon here at the DSU Fieldhouse. Dakota State will take on Mayville State Saturday. Women's game starts the action at 4 Saturday. Then Sunday, 3 o'clock tip against Valley City State for those doubleheaders this Saturday and Sunday at the DSU Fieldhouse. A win for the DSU women tonight, while the men fall 80-77. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you tune in again here on the YouTube page on Saturday for the start of North Star play.